श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम सहना भवतु सहनो सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So yesterday we saw Damanaka katham etat. Damanaka asked, how is that? And so abravit, and he said, who said? Sanjivaka. Sanjivaka tells to Damanaka now. Katha 11. So 11th story now. Asti kasmiṃścidvanoddeśe madotkaṭo nāma siṃhaḥ prativasati. In some forest, there was a king called a lion king called madotkaṭa. Giving the name for all these lions is not to make you remember it. That's one method. Another thing is to show that these are people, a king. Okay. tasya cānucarā anye dvīpivāyasagomāyavaḥ santi. And anucarā, anu paschat charati iti, those who go behind him, the followers. His followers were anye, the other, dvīpivāyasagomāyavaḥ iti dvīpi. Normally dvīpi means a elephant. Now here it is the rhinoceros. Okay. Vayasa means bayasi gacchati iti, meaning that which roams in the sky, which is the birds. Here particularly it is the crow. Okay. Now grāmyaṃ. Gomaya means shrikal, the jackal. Okay. They were all followers. Atha kadācittairitastato bhramadbhiḥ sārthādbhraṣṭaḥ krathanako nāmoṣṭro dṛṣṭaḥ. Atha kadācit. Thereafter, at some point of time, taihi itastatah bhramadbhiḥ, they were roaming around here and there. At that point of time, sārthādbhraṣṭaḥ krathanako nāmoṣṭro dṛṣṭaḥ. Uṣṭraḥ, a camel, which sārthādbhraṣṭaḥ, which is lost from its group. Okay. Krathanako nāma. Its name is krathanaka. The camel called krathanaka, which is away from its group. Okay. Somehow it has come into the forest. Atha siṃho aha. Then the lion said, "Aho, apūrvamidaṃ sattvam. Oh, this is some new animal. tajjñāyatāṃ kimetadāraṇyakaṃ grāmyaṃ iti. Go and find out if it is a forest animal or is it a village animal. Grāmyaṃ. See, the animal which you take care of in the homes. Grāmya. Grāme bhava iti grāmya. Meaning that which lives in the village. Meaning that which you take care of. Okay. Now tacchrutvā, your pet. Okay, that which can be made as a pet or that can be made as a cattle. So tacchrutvā, hearing this, if we have not seen a camel, we'll be like, oh, is that a camel? Okay. So similarly, this fellow, none of these fellows have entered the city. Lion, jackal, or the rhino, they have not entered the city. But the crow has gone to the city. So tacchrutvā vāyasa, hearing that, the crow says, Bhoswamin, oh Lord, grāmyo'yamuṣṭranāmā. This is a village animal, not forest animal. This is a village animal. Its name is camel. Jiva vishesha, uṣṭranāmā jiva vishesha. It's a special animal called, a special cattle called a camel. Tava bhojya, it is your food. Tad vyāpādyatāṃ, kill it. Siṃha, the lion says, Naham grahamagattam hantmi. I want to kill enemy, someone who has entered my house. Uktancha, because it is said, Grihe shatrumapi praptam vishvastam akutobhayam yo hanya tasya papam syat shata brahmana ghatakam ghatajam. Gruhe shatrumapi praptam vishwastam akruto bhayam yo hanya tasya papam syat. Shatabrahmana ghatajam. Gruhe shatrumapi praptam. Shatrumapi gruhe praptam. Even if the enemy has come to your house, vishwastam, who trusts you, akruto bhayam, who is fearless because he is not afraid of you, not because he wants to. He is without fear because he knows that you will not hurt him. So that kind of fearlessness he has. Yohanya, with that he enters your house, he is staying in your house. If you kill him, tasya papam syat, you will gain sin, great sin. You will gain a sin. There is a saying in Tamil, Kondral Pavam, Timtral Po, meaning the sin which you acquire because of killing will go because of eating it. So people use this as an excuse, this proverb as an excuse, and kill and eat. No. So he says, this is not a small sin. What kind of sin? Shata Brahmana Ghatakam, Brahmatya, one Brahmin if you kill. See, there are great sins. Killing a cow is a greater sin. Killing a Brahmin is very great sin. So, killing one Brahmin is, if it is great sin, then you will incur sin of killing 100 Brahmins. Shata Brahmana Ghatajam. Gatajam, gatat jatamiti gatajam. That which will come if you kill 100 Brahmins, that kind of sin you will gain. Tat abhayapradhanam dattva matsakasham aniyatam yena asya agamanakaranam pruchham. Okay, this portion looks like a copy paste portion from the Sanjivaka and the Pingalaka story. Okay, you will understand that. So he says that. Tad abhayapradhanam dattva, go and give him that fearless state. Okay, matsakasham and bring him to me. Yena asya agamana karanam pruchhami, because I will, when he comes here, I will ask him the reason for him coming here. Okay, this is similar. Atha aso sarvaiyapi vishvasya abhayapradhanam dattva madotkaṭasakasham anitah pranamya upavishtascha. And sarvairapi aso vishvasya, all these animals, they went there, they made him trust the king, and giving him that state of fearlessness, the guarantee for fearless state. Dattva madotkaṭasakasham anita, they brought him to the king Madotkaṭa, and he came there to Madotkaṭa. Pranamya upavishta, he saluted him and he sat. Okay, now तदा तस्य पृच्छतः तेन आत्मवृत्तान्तः सार्थांश समुद्भवः निवेदितः. And he asked, the king naturally asked him, what is the reason you have come here away from your family and all that. So he says, tena atmavrittanta, he told his story, his sob story. It is not said sob story, I am saying sob story is a sob story, right? So sob story. Why? Sārthādbhraṣṭaḥ. Why? What is the reason he had to leave his family and come to this forest? Nivedita. All that he told the king. Tada siṃhena uktam. After that, after hearing the whole story, the king said, now we know why I said sob story. Bho krathanaka, O krathanaka, matvam grāmyaṃ gatva bhūyo'pi bhārodvahana kaṣṭabhāgi bhūyaha. Don't go again to the village and become a cattle carrying heavy weights. In North India, see, in other places also where there is this camel, okay, they use the camel for, in desert areas also they use camel. So they use the camel for carrying weights or pulling the cart. In here we use bullock cart, we say. There the cart is carried by camel. In some places the cart is carried by horses, right? So here they use a camel in north, and the weight they put on the camel's back is terrible. That is the reason we have the proverb, a straw will break the camel's back, because they will put that kind of weight on camel's back. Okay, so bharodvaha, don't suffer from that carrying weight. Okay, tad atraiva aranye nirvishankah marakata sadrushani shashpa agrani bhakshen maya savasariyo vasa. Same story, same statement like a Pingalaka. Tad atraiva aranye, in this very forest, nirvishanka, without any fear, marakata sadrushani, like the marakata, the sapphire stones, shashpa agrani, the green sapphire stones, the top portion of the grass, bhakshen, eating that, sadaiva vasa, you stay here. Eat all these grass, the tip of the grasses, which are like a green sapphire. Stay with me without any fear. Okay? Sopi tatha ityuktva tesha madhye vicharan na kuto'pi bhayam iti sukhena aste. So he also said, okay, tatha, okay, let it be so. Saying that he stayed with them and went along with them, vicharan, roamed around with them, and he didn't have any fear for anyone. Happily he lived. Not lived ever after, lived. Full stop. What happened? Tatha anye madotkaṭasya. He did nothing happen to him now, but something happened to the king. Anye madotkaṭasya mahagajena aranyajarinasa yuddham abhat. One day, for the Madotkaṭa, the lion, had a fight with yuddham, a battle with a Aranyacharina Mahagajena, a big elephant who is also a forest dweller. A forest elephant. The forest element means he is strong, he has his tusks, he has his trunk. The trunk of the elephant is very strong. It can pull a tree. And if it's a forest element, he is used to those kind of tough terrains, right? So there was a fight. And what will happen? Normally, the lion will pounce upon its head and it will eat. But if the forest elephant is smart, he will not allow him to pounce upon him. So he beat him with his trunk and his tusk. He'll lift him and throw him down, and because of which a lot of damage took place for the lion. Tatah tasya danta mushala praharaihi vyatha sanjata, because of getting beaten by the tusk and the trunk. Danta, tusk, musala, the trunk, like beating with a stick. He got hurt a lot. Vyatha sanjata, he was hurt a lot. Vyatitaha kathamapi pranehi navyuktah. Somehow, though he was hurt a lot, somehow he didn't lose his life. Okay. Atha sharira samarthyat na kutrachit padamapi chalitum shaknoti. Sharira samarthyat, because there is no strength in his body, he is incapable of even taking a step further. Padamapi, even a step, he could not move. Te api sarve kākādayo'pyaprabhutvena kshudhavishtaha param dukkham bhejuhu. Those crow, etc., also, because they don't have a lord, king, therefore, because the king is now dependent, he is hurt. Therefore, kshudhavishtaha, they were very hungry. Param dukkham bhejuhu, they experienced a great amount of grief. Atha stan siṃha praha. The atha siṃha tan praha. The lion called them and told them, what? Bho, oh dear, anvishyatam kutrachit kinchit sattvam. Go and find some animal somewhere. Okay, kutrachit kinchit, somewhere, some animal. Okay. Yena aham etam api dasham praptah tad hatva yushmad bhojanam sampadayami. Not for my eating. This is the great. This is a great king actually. This fellow is. He said, if you find one, then I will go, even in this situation, I will go and kill him and feed you people. Yushmad bhojanam sampadayami. I will feed you people. Atha te chatvaropi bramitum arabdhaha. Then they four rhinoceros, crow, jackal, and our new friend, the camel. So they four went to different directions and yavanna kinchit sattvam pashyanti tavat vāyasashrigalau parasparam mantrayatah. They went around till they could not find any animal around. At that point of time, around while they were roaming around, the crow and the jackal met and they started speaking mantrayatah. Mantrayatah means they started speaking secretively in a slow, husky voice, low tone. Shrigala, the jackal said, Bho Vayasa, O crow, Kim Prabhuta Bhrantena, I am Aspakam Prabho, Krathanakaha Vishwastas Tishtati, Tad Enam Hatva Pranayatram Kurmaha. What is the point in roaming around uselessly? Prabhutam Bhrantena, roaming around uselessly. Okay. I am Aspakam Prabho, Vishwastah Tishtati Krathanakaha. This Krathanaka trusts our king and he is staying with his king. So the king need not go anywhere to hunt food for us. It is in front of him. He could kill him easily. Tad enamatva pranayatram kurmaha. We'll kill him and we'll eat him. We'll live happily. Vayasaha, the crow, he said. Yuktamuktam bhavata. What you said is right. True. Param, but Swamina tasya abhepradhanam dattam. The king has given him fearlessness. Okay. Dattam aste navadhyoyam. Therefore, he is not someone who can be killed. So we cannot kill him. Shrigala, the jackal said, Bho Vayasa. Oh, you idiot, kind of. Oh, you crow. Aham swaminam vijñāpya tatha karishye. I'll go and request the king and we'll do it. Yatha swami vadham karishyati. We'll make the king kill him. Tat tishtatu bhavanto atraiva. You people stay here. Yavadaham graham gatva prabho agyam grihitva cha agacchami. I will go to the king and after taking the permission of the king, I will come here. Till then, you people stay here. Okay. Evam abhidhaya sattvaram siṃham uddishya prastitah. After saying this, abhidha, to speak. After speaking this, sattvaram, immediately siṃham uddishya prastitah. He went towards where the king lion was. Okay. Atha siṃhamasadya idamaha. After approaching the king, after coming closer to the king, he said this. Who? The jackal said this. Swamin, Lord. Samastavanam brāntva bayam agataha. We went around in whole of the forest and we have returned back. Na kinchit sattvam asaditam. We have not found even one animal. Tat kim kurmaha vayam. What should we do now? Samprati, now, vayam babhukshaya padam ekamapi prachalitum na shaknumaha. We cannot even take a step because of hunger. Babhuksha, bhoktum ichcha babhuksha. We have desire to eat. We have hunger. Because of the hunger, we cannot even take a step further. Devapi pathyashi vartate. And you also follow a diet. A diet. Pathya means a stipulated diet. Pathya normally is during your fever or something, when you take a stipulated diet, that diet is called as pathya. Okay. You are also following a stipulated diet. Tadedi deva desha bhavati tad kathanaka pishitena adya pathya kriya kriyate. Now, if you order, then we can bring this krathanaka or camel and we'll kill him and we can have this him as food. You can have him as food. Easy. Atha siṃha tasya darunam vachanam ākarniya sakopamidaṃ. The lion, hearing these crude words, these cruel words, looked at him very angrily and said this to the jackal. Dik papadhana, oh you cheap, low life sinner. Yadi evam bhūyo'pi vadasi tathā tat kshanameva vadishyami. If you are going to say this again, then I will kill you immediately. That very moment. Yataha maya tasya abhayam pradattam, because I have given him that fearless state. Tad katham vyapadami? How can I kill him? Uktancha, because it is said. Na go pradhanam na hi pradhanam, na cha anna pradhanam, na cha annadanam hi tatha pradhanam, yatha vadanti ha buddha pradhanam, sarva pradhaneshu abhaya pradhanam, na go pradhanam, na mahi pradhanam, na cha annadanam hi tatha pradhanam, yatha vadanti iha buddhaha pradhanam, sarva pradhaneshu abhaya pradhanam. Pradhanam and pradhanam, the and dha. Da means dadadane, to give. Okay, to give alms or to give donation. Danam. Okay, pradhanam, dha means important. Pradhanam means important. Pradhanam means giving donations, alms. Okay, now. Na go pradhanam, not giving a cow. Na mahi pradhanam, not giving land. Na cha anna pradhanam, not giving food. Hi tatha pradhanam, is that important? Because buddhaha vadanti, the learned ones, they say pradhanam, the important one, is a sarva pradhaneshu, among all the donations. The main important donations is a abhaya pradhanam, giving the state of fearlessness. So wherever, whichever donation is going to be made important, we eulogize that, right? When we say, oh, among all the donations, eye donation is best. Among all the donation, blood donation is best. Among all donation, food donation, whatever we want to, we'll just say among all, this is the best, right? So like that he says, giving fearlessness is the best donation. Tacchrutvā shirgālāga. Hearing that, the jackal said, Swami, Lord, Idi abhepradhanam dattva vadha kriyate tadat esha dosho bhavati. What you say is true. If you give him fearlessness and then you kill him, then this defect which you said will definitely affect you. Punaha. Again. Yadi devapadanam bhaktya sa atmano jivitavyam prechati tanna dosha. If because of the devotion to the Lord, if he is going to give up his own life, then taking his life is not a sin. Tato yadi sa swayameva atmanam vadhaya niyojyati tadvadhyah. Anyatha asmakam madhya ekatamo vadhyati. Okay. If he comes to you and tells you to kill himself, he presents himself to be killed, then he can be killed. Otherwise, you can kill one of us. Yato devapadana padaha patyashinaha kshunnirothat antyam dasham yasyanti. Because if you are not going to eat anything, your lordship will reach the last stage. The last stage is death. You will reach the last stage. And tad kim etai pranihi asmakam ye swamyarthe na yasyanti. What is the use of this life if it is not useful for the king? If we don't give it to the king. So we don't have any problem. Okay. Aparam paschadapi asmabihi vanni pravesha karya. And yadi swami padanam kinchit anishtam bhavishyati. Yadi swami padanam kinchit anishtam bhavishyati. If the Lord, your lordship, something happens to your lordship, some unfortunate thing happens. Anishtam means unfortunate. Some unfortunate event takes place. Then aparam, other than that, moreover, paschat, after that, asmabihi vanni pravesha, we also have to enter the fire, because we cannot stay without you. We cannot live without you. What's the point in living without you? So we love you so much. We have to enter the fire. So what is the point in? Anyway, we will die. If you take our life to you, for you to live, then we are blessed. If you die without killing us, we have to also die, because we are followers, right? So this is yaspin kuleyah purushah pradhanaha sarvayatnaihi parirakshaniyaha tasmin vinashte kulasara bhute nanabhishange hi arayo vahanti. Yaspin kule yah purushah pradhanaha sa sarvayatnaihi parirakshaniyaha. Tasmin vinashte kulasārabhūte nābhishange hi arayo vahanti. Yasmin kuleyaha purushaha sa pradhanaha. In whichever family, whoever is the important one, pradhanaha means the important one. We said the important one, the family head. The important one in the village head. The important one in the kingdom is the king, right? So the important one. But here the important one does not mean the head of the family. It can mean anyone. It does not mean the elder of the family, right? We'll understand that later. Now, whoever is the important one, so sarvayatnaihi parirакshanihi should be protected by any kind of effort, with all the efforts. Tasmin vinashte kulasārabhūte tasmin vinashte. The essence of the whole family, the lineage, if he dies, then arayaha abhishangaha vahanti. The enemies will overpower you. So, why should we say that the essence need not be the head of the family, the elder of the family? Because in Mahabharata, there is a story. There is this minister called Shakuni. Shakuni was an uncle of Duryodhana, and he was a very cunning fellow. He was the one who gives all the ideas which end up killing his own people. And finally, when he was asked, what kind of advice did you give? Being a minister, you killed anyone? He said, that is what is that was what my goal was. I wanted to give them advice and kill them. Why so? He recollects his story. In the family of 10 or 15, they were all arrested for some treason or some reason, and they were all put in jail. And for the whole family, only one food was given per day. And they cannot share per day or per week, whatever. They cannot share it among themselves. So what they decided is they wanted to give their smallest one, Shakuni, the food. They said, he is intelligent, he is smart, and he is young. Let us give our food to him, and let us save him so that he can avenge us. So they died, each one of them, without eating food. They all died. His brother, sister, his father, mother, everyone died in front of his eyes. So that made him very strong and very cruel. He cunningly deceived the Kauravas, giving them wrong advices, and killed them. So, pradhanaha, important is not the head of the family. The youngest of the family is the head, important one. So, whoever is the important, he should be protected in any which way, in all the ways. Sarva pratni, with all the efforts. Okay, we'll see this. Om purnamadaḥ purnamidam purnāt purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnamevavasishyate. Om shanti shanti shanti.